Hello, everyone. This is your boy Delroy, and welcome to OnPoint The Talk Show, where we discuss current affairs, matters on education, finances, health, and everything else under the sun, I want to say. Okay. Thank you so much for checking us out once again for another episode of OnPoint The Talk Show. And before I go any further, let me invite you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love for you to become a regular viewer of our channel, OnPoint The Talk Show. Well, just to tell you a little bit about how my day went, I was a little bit frustrated today. As many of you know, I recently graduated, but trying to find a job is so tremendously frustrating. Agencies are calling with job leads, and I've gotten a few interviews, but somehow I just haven't landed a job as yet, and it's very frustrating. And sometimes I believe that, the Lord is trying to tell me something. Hey, you have all of this knowledge. You were doing things before you entered into school. Why not just focus on the things you were doing in the past and make them work for you going forward? But yes, that's where my heart is. I've always been the type of person who finds more joy in working for myself. But the downside of that, or the flip side of that, is that you need finances in order to make your own opportunities work. Every business venture needs some kind of funding. And if you don't have that monies upfront to invest in what you really want to do, what your heart is telling you to do, then sometimes that can be an obstacle. However, having said that, nothing is impossible if you are determined, if you put your mind to it, and if you really want it, you will make it happen with or without proper funding. So that's where I am at this point in my life. My financial resources have been exhausted, and just trying to survive is exhausting enough. So that's a double exhaustion going on right there. But nonetheless, this is not stopping me from pursuing what my heart desires. Okay? I will not allow the lack of funds to hinder my progress. And I'm so serious with that. So having said that, I am here on the show tonight after a long, frustrating day, to say the least. But nonetheless, I am happy to be here with you and to share with you, because I have a lot that I want to talk about. However, I'm not going to be with you for a very long time tonight, maybe 15 minutes or so, and then I will call it a night. Let me talk a little bit about the protests that have been taking place in and around the Metro New York area. There have been a lot of protests taking place as a result of Donald Trump. And no need for me to go into that, because we all know what is happening around the country, and some of the decisions or the choices that he's making. And whether or not you want to believe it, these are things that are not only going to affect you, but they're going to affect your family, your children, all of us, to be honest with you. So, yes, we should pray, but we need to do more than just pray, okay? We have to make our voices be heard. We have to do whatever is in our power to help to bring about the change that we so badly and desperately need, especially now more than ever before. Okay, enough of that. I have been on the borderline of being a vegetarian, okay? There are times where I still have fish or chicken. Those are the only two meats I've had for years, and an occasional oxtail because I'm Jamaican. Oxtail is a part of our staple, is a part of who I am, but I don't eat that very often. However, for the last 2 weeks, I've pretty much been surviving off a plant-based diet. However, this evening I decided, you know what? I feel like having some chicken wings. So I went out and I buy a couple pieces of chicken wings, took them home thinking that I was going to enjoy it. And then as I was eating these chicken wings, I started to get nauseous. And I know that is my sign there to leave those chicken wings alone. Leave chicken alone. Leave fish alone. I am moving closer and closer to being a total vegetarian, which seemed to be the right thing for me to do at this stage in my life. Okay, I want to continue to live a healthy life, as healthy as I possibly can get, and as such, I am determined to make sure that I do the right thing where my diet is concerned. Many of you also know that I was a member of the gym. I decided to give the gym up because I just cannot deal with a crowded environment. The least little noise annoys me. And maybe it's because I've been such a loner for most of my life. I've just been in my own little bubble, per se, where the least little noise really annoys me. So because of that, I do not go to the gym as much or anymore. I start to do my own workout regimen here at home, and it's very simple. Two 10-pound dumbbells, one of those balls, big balls that I sit in and get my abs in shape, and I do the stairs in my building, and do some stretches, pretty much just very basic stuff, nothing really difficult at all. But the good news is that I am seeing the results that I need, and that's a good thing. I am starting to get defined, and I like that because I want to be in shape as much as I possibly can. Also, I want to encourage all of you out there to also make sure that you are doing the right things so that you yourself can also be in shape. Okay? It is so vital that the older you get, the more you should try to be in shape. Okay? And I'm not saying that if you're young, you cannot do stuff to keep you in shape. We all need to be in shape. But we grew up making the wrong food choice, the wrong food decision. And so a lot of obesity and other health problems that a lot of us face. Thank God I have not faced with high blood pressure, diabetes, and some of the other things. However, there are other problems that I do have, and I will get into that at a later time. However, before I go any further, I just want to invite you guys to become a member of our Facebook group. The information is right there below. You can see it right here. Please become a member of our Facebook group. We would love for you to be a part of our group so that you can stay in the know and be able to view the show on our Facebook group page as well. So the show is originally aired on YouTube, but we also will share the links on Facebook so that those of you who may not be able to watch it on YouTube can certainly catch it on Facebook. What else is going on that I need to tell you guys about? Well, currently, I am trying to see if I can get into a volunteer program. I have a lot of student loans to pay, okay? And if I cannot find a job in a reasonable amount of time, then I decided I'm going to be volunteering, all right, until I at least find something to do. It's very important that I keep my mind of all of some of these issues and stay focused. Sometimes it's very difficult to stay focused. Nonetheless, I am determined to do just that because I want to continue to be as less stress free as I possibly can. As stress free as I possibly can, I should say. And it has been such a hard time just trying to focus because life is throwing so much at me all at once. And I know some of you can relate to that because you're probably going through the same exact thing that I am going through right now. But there has to be a balance in our lives, and we have to be able to balance it. It won't balance on its own. You have to find things to do to take your minds off the things that will distract you and prevent you from leading a normal and fulfilled life. So if it means that you have to get up, go and volunteer at the senior citizens home, then go and do that. It takes your mind off so much. And in helping others, you're also helping yourselves. So it is so important that you get involved and volunteer where possible so that you are giving back to your community and giving back to members of your community as well. Okay? Once again, let me remind you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a Twitter handle, and we want to tell you about that as well. The Twitter handle is right here on the screen, and I'm sure that you can see that as well. So be sure to subscribe to our Twitter page as well. We would certainly appreciate you doing so. By the way, I've been telling you that we will be going live very soon with our telephone calls. That is in the making, that is in the works. We want to be able to take live calls, and I will be hosting a show late at night to accommodate those people who may be up at night and cannot sleep, and who may want to be encouraged or have something that you want to share with me and with our viewing audience. We want to take this whole thing to another level. We want to make sure that we are impacting our communities in a positive way, and we cannot do it without your input. So we're going to be providing a telephone number very soon where you can call in and share with us, share your opinions, your thoughts, your ideas, whatever may be on your mind or on your heart. You will be able to share that with us, okay? And I am going to try to be here as often as I can. Me and my co-host David Houghton will be back doing OnPoint The Talk Show. Of course, that's what I'm doing now, but I'm by myself. However, David will be joining me soon in the next week or so, where we will return with the two of us. I just want to encourage you guys out there to continue to strive for excellence, man. Now more than ever before, there are so many opportunities available to all of us. And what I will be doing in one of my next shows is share a number of opportunities with you, and hopefully you will be able to get involved and do what is necessary for you to change your financial situation and also your personal situation. All right? Thank you so much for viewing OnPoint The Talk Show. I am your host, Delroy, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Have yourself a blessed and wonderful evening. Take care.